Hello YouTube! It is Luxark9 here bringing you another Python video, and this time we're doing mathematical operations! I'm hoping you watched the previous video on variables, or at least know how to initialize variables. So the operators we're going to talk about are modulus, division, addition, subtraction, multiplication, summing numbers together so that you can have a value that continues off its existing self. So let's start with making ourselves a number. How about we start with x equals 10? That's always a good number to start with. Now, the first operator we're going to talk about is the modulus. I think that's how you spell it? Yeah. So now, modulus is represented by the percent sign on the keyboard. What it does is, if you remember when you took division in high school, or not high school, sorry, in like elementary school, division, when it had a remainder, when you first learned it, you did like blank, remainder, blank. So for example, if we did 6 modulus 4, we look at how many times, and I'll just set a variable to that, we'll check how many times does 4 go into 6, and and it goes in one time, but we ignore that, and we now say, when 4 goes into 6 wholly one time, what is the remainder? The remainder in this case would be 2, because 4 goes into 6 once, and there's 2 left, and 4 doesn't go into 2, because 2 is smaller. So same thing if we did it with 2, it would actually be 0, because 2 goes into 6 wholly 3 times. Now something a little bit harder is doing something like 21 mod 4 is going to be 1, because 4 goes into 20 5 times, and there's a 1 remainder. We could also do something like 8. This would end up being mod 5. It ends up being like remainder 5, because 8 times 2 is 16, and 21 minus 16 is 5. So basically how the modulus works is it takes the remainder. I'm just going to write that here. Takes the remainder. The next one is division, which is represented by that, and then divides the numbers. So I think division is extremely self-explanatory. 21 divided by 3 is going to be 7. Simple. Now, and it could be decimal numbers. Now we have integer division, represented by double slash, divides the number, takes the whole number, or takes the number of times another number can go into it wholly. Wholly, whatever. Full. I'm not exactly sure how to write that out. So let's say u equals 21, integer division, 5. The answer to this is 4. 5 goes into 21 wholly amount of times 4 times with the remainder of 1, which we then ignore. It pairs with modulus very well. The modulus will show the remainder, the integer division will show the whole number. Something to think about. Now, of course, we have multiplication, which is represented by the asterisk on the keyboard. Multiplies two numbers. I'll just write 2 numbers. So we could say 8 times 8, 64. Very specific. You should know math for this. Addition, subtraction, these should be pretty straightforward. But now I think an important thing to do is if you want to increment a number. So let's say we have the value x, and now we want to add 10 to x, but say that the new value of x is going to be 10 plus 12. But we don't know the current value of x, and now we need to add to it. The way you would do that is x equals x plus, and then, or x equals x, and then you do an operator here. So you could do like times 10. This would multiply x times 10, and then x would have the new value of the previous 1 times 10. You could do also x plus 100, x plus 1, etc., etc. You can do all the operations here. X equals x mod like 3. You can do that. Operations like that are what you can do. So that's just a brief overview of the mathematical operators you can do with numbers and how to increment them. And once again, like other videos, we'll go into more detail later when the subjects get a little bit more complicated. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you catch the next video.